This podcast was produced on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
Welcome to Australia.
Aussie.
This is kind of tragic.
Someone who is such a connoisseur of reality television.
The content is hideous.
So sorry about this. Oh my God.
Chilly Philly, welcome back to The Cringes Are Real. How you going?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh.
Virtual.
Look,
I know virtually we can be a little bit more
we can be a bit sensual. I'm
sexier.
good. Je suis Stephanie La Grossa. Currently, I am in Palau, of all places.
I thought you meant conservative.
No, definitely not that. But no, I'm here in the most Survivor location of all time, retracing the footsteps of our fallen soldiers. And
Yes.
can confirm that the people here eat a lot of fried food. It's like
Okay, yeah.
a mix between like Japanese and American cuisines. So a lot of deep frying is involved. So that's fun.
Yeah, so sweating it out and clogging it up.
Yeah.
Your poor paws.
I'm literally going to come back and just be like made of like spam and fried chicken. And the jellyfish lake, sadly, years on, due to climate change, no more jellyfish.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, because I was going to say, you didn't have to say you're Palau, as in Survivor Palau. You could have said you're in Micronesia
I'm
and you're
in
the
Micronesia.
poverty of...
Well, that too.
Yeah,
I totally
exactly.
forgot about that as well. And then I was like, oh, it's also the famous place
The
where Pav made her mark. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. You could go to her exile beach where she exclusively went and didn't do anything.
So the island where they filmed that is on all the maps here, and they call it Survivor Beach. But none of the tours take you there. I feel like you have to charter a boat to take you there. And I was like,
Oh,
I'm not that desperate. I'm good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in the country. You're in the country.
Exactly. I'm nearby. It's good enough. But yes, I'm having a stunning time. How are you going? You're tradersing over on Babes with Annabelle. How's that?
Yes, I am. Yeah, we're about to start Quebec, I think, in the next few weeks.
Stunning.
So yeah, so if anybody's interested, do you know what? If anybody's interested in learning more about the traders outside of English speaking ones, but you can't be bothered reading subtitles, then you can just then you can just listen to our podcast about it because we'll do all the work for you.
Truly. I feel like that's like half the fun of these pods. Like I get so many listeners being like, I don't watch any of the shows you talk about, but I just listen because you do it for me. Very happy to do that. Are you doing like the Turkish version as well? Did I see that?
That's Sarah. Sarah and Annabelle. They're doing
Sarah
the
and Annabelle.
Turkish one. So yeah, Annabelle's really booked herself out.
She's into
Non-stop
it.
Annabelle action.
Is that like where you have to guess who has real hair and who has implants? Is that the twist?
We have to tell. Okay. That has to be a segment for that because the thing is, we have so many segments when it's me and Annabelle, but I think when it's not me and Annabelle, usually we don't have segments. But specifically for this one, it might have to be whose hair is real and who's not.
And I'm living for the Crush Pyramid updates. I love that you were like, let's skip everything else
Only.
and just talk about who we want to fuck. It's correct.
Well, yeah, and yes. Well, I think it's our most popular segment on our podcast. That and Annabelle redoing her roundtable reenactments.
Yeah,
I think those are our two most popular segments. We have like 6 segments now. We seem to just pile them all on.
All with air horn
so we can listen to them
introductions.
I can bring that to this pod if you want.
Please.
No.
Whenever you want. Also, are you watching 50 concurrently with Redemption?
No.
You're just not at all.
But do you know what? So what has gotten me really into this season of Australian Survivor
Mm-hmm.
is that the promo work that they're doing. Okay, before the season started, the promo work was dreadful. I don't know what they
What
were
was
doing with the
it? They were
promos.
doing this
Random,
like
random.
lime green, like matrix font thing. I was like,
They're
no,
all
ma'am.
dirty.
They're
Yeah,
filthy
it's like everyone's
motherfuckers. Yeah.
dirty. Yeah. So it didn't get me on board, even though I had friends on this season.
Mhm.
That being said, this season has panned out to be really good. When 50 had started, I was like, okay, maybe I would, because no, I had stopped watching Survivor US after 42, 43, Marianne season, and then I kind of started watching the next one. And because that was a flop, I just like didn't continue
Mhm.
doing it.
A lot of people
Um,
have been
at
on
the,
this journey.
yeah. Yeah, so when 50 started, everybody was like, love it. This is actually so great. And I've come around on the cast. That being said,
Yeah, great.
supposedly the last few episodes have been a bit meh. So
You reckon?
maybe I'll do a binge watch.
I'm as we're talking about 50. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, look, it's it had a little strong start, but I think the strong start was only compared to, like you're saying, the last, 10 seasons of absolute shit.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
then it felt good again for 2 seconds, and then we're straight
Yes.
back into the flop trenches, in my opinion. I think we're
Yes.
just like
Yes.
donezo, and I'm ready to give
Oh,
up.
are they
And
doing a mega elimination today?
I don't fucking know. The red wedding or the blood moon or whatever the fuck they're
Yeah.
calling it. Oh, truly,
Yes.
like whatever country star they can wheel out next to like hand out
Yep.
like
It's Carrie Underwood.
yeah. Bow, bow, bow.
It's Erica Kirk, everyone.
It's Erica Kirk. Truly, if Erica Kirk walked out onto the beach with Jeff, I would just be like, I would not bat an eyelid at this point.
Yeah. Oh, it's very their brand. So yeah, but because you just referred to it, yes, this season of Australian Survivor, very, very good.
Very good.
This
Very
week has been a great.
good. Incredible week. Should we just hop in? We've got so much to discuss
Yeah.
on these three
Yeah, of
crazy
course.
and disjointed episodes. I hated the night off. I was like tossing and turning.
Yeah. Yeah. No. If it was all consecutive, we would all been like, what?
Yeah, we would have been like,
But I think that one day actually made everyone cool really quickly. It was really strange. I went on Reddit. I've been tweeting this week, and everybody. I noticed that last night maybe not as much Twitter action as the previous nights.
oh, there you go. Well, because when they fuck with the schedule, like we are creatures of habit, we forget what's going on and we get confused. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
And this whole season's been up and down and all around.
It really has. Episode 16 was called Arts and Crafts, and this was such a phenomenal episode. This was built up in the promos as crazy tribal. Did they deliver?
Yes.
They did. I agree.
I loved it. I loved it.
lived.
But this is what I mean. The promos at the beginning of the season were really bad. But whoops, I don't think I finished this thought. The promos at the beginning of the season were really bad. I was not on board. But the promos for each episode are actually delivering on what they're saying.
Yeah.
So they keep saying this might be
lads.
an exciting tribal council, and then it's actually exciting, as opposed to
Sue's big move.
Sue's gonna
Yeah.
something's gonna happen, and nothing happens. So
Totally.
this season is delivering on that.
Oh,
But I
exactly.
love this episode.
This episode was amazing. We start after Tribal, and Caleb is getting his flowers reluctantly from Brooke, who's like, Caleb, you sneaky fucking dog. Because he pulled it off. He got our friend of the pod and sexy diplomat daddy, Mark, off the island.
Yep.
Were you sad about seeing
Yeah.
Mark go?
Yeah, because I didn't know where Mark had actually properly placed. So I was a bit like, oh, like I was a bit sad.
Yeah.
The one, it's
I'm
so funny thinking
so
about
glad
what
she's on the
this-
jury, though. Mayor Jury
Yeah,
is
exactly.
a great
No.
position for Mark. Like, I'm actually here for it.
It's so funny because I realized out of the survivors that me and Annabelle have had as our little guests on for Babes, like that we've
Yeah.
recapped seasons of Survivor with, I did a whole season of Australian Survivor with Eileen, and Annabelle did like one season of US with Mark, and it just happens to be that they're both from the same season, and we're both mayors of Jury Villa. So we seem to only exclusively do people who play similar spots.
It's a
But
miscongeniality style position, and I think you should wear it as like a
yeah.
badge of honor, you know?
There was like a Reddit thread that was like, why do we even make such a big deal about the first person who's on the jury? Like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, because it's a milestone position in the game and for the people,
Yeah.
because they get to be on every episode.
They get to be on every episode.
They will,
Exactly.
yeah.
And they get to
It's
walk
like
in to tribal dressed as a full slut, head to toe makeup, and give shady looks. It's actually like such a fun thing. I would love to be
yeah.
at every tribal just like throwing shady looks. And we're getting fast and loose with the amount they can interact this
Oh.
season. Mark's like chatting.
They are. They're basically having full conversations
Yeah.
with them.
I
Because it
love
makes
it.
me think of last season, Laura was the first member of the jury, but because they did the non-elims, she was like the
Mm-mm.
only person for a couple of tribal councils. So she got a few solo walk-ins. Like
Yeah.
it's a moment. But far out, yeah, when Mark was having like a full chat with Dave when they were doing things, I was
Laughed.
like,
Laughed.
okay, we're just letting everyone do whatever at this point.
Yeah. All right, back into
So yeah,
this.
so that's been really cute.
So Ben is kind of annoyed. He's being a bit sooky because he didn't get any cred. Even though Caleb's getting all the glory for taking down a returnee. And then welcome to the stage, the Kaput Alliance. Keely. So I've discovered now, Keely is the source of the names. She's
Yes.
coming up with the names.
Yes.
Every episode, she has a new name.
Mhm.
And Keely, my girl, I love you, but let's slow down with the names.
Oh, they're like, so Keely, if you were the producers are in there, her confessional. So Keely, if you could give this group a name, what would you call it?
What would it
She's
be?
like, I think I would call this yeah.
The Flying Tigers. Yeah. No, Kaput Alliance, though,
yeah.
I actually quite like. I like that they're like, we're Kaput. Ha ha ha. It's cute. But we get the Kaput girlies, Brooke and Keely, up to some crafty tricks, and they're putting their arts and crafts knowledge to the test. Phil, as a famous crafts person, how do you rate their crafting skills?
I was very impressed. But
Wow.
and do you know what? Do you know what? Oh, and obviously this is skipping a little bit to the end of this episode,
That's all
but
right.
because it was such a good because it was using an emblem that obviously is the motifs of the season are all trees for some
Tree of
reason.
Redemption.
Tree of Redemption, the famous Tree of Redemption. But because Brooke's fake idol was actually so close to being like the similar one, there's nothing to tell the other survivors that this isn't not the real thing, you know, like it could just be another idol with special powers or something else because it was basically it was a prop, like it was something that was made so different them creating that than like stringing three beads together and going I've got this idol.
I
or
actually thought
the
I thought it was actually better looking than the craft department from the shows. Idol. Theirs had a gold chain. It was like you got a full thing. That other one looked flimsy as.
the chain what would have sold it to the others as being real. Like there's so many elements to it that if Brooke had just worn it, there's
And
nothing to say that
like
it's
this.
not
You
real.
You can look for one sec, but
oh.
she was so coy with it. Oh
she
my
was
God.
way too coy. She could have just gone, no, like swung it around, like done a George, like woohoo.
Totally. Ben, I've got to say, this week, just looking even hotter than usual. I think he's getting real island hot. He's like chest hair starting to grow back out. Like speaking of Crash Pyramid, I feel like all positions of my pyramid this week
on
Ben,
all of
once
them.
again.
Wow.
Or maybe with equal parts Jackson, I got to say, who's sliding into my
wow,
my crush pyramid. And then obviously Brooke
Okay.
is just like insanely hot at all times.
Okay. Unofficial crush pyramid. In
Mm.
what order would they be going in? Also, sorry to
I don't
your
know.
listeners,
Yeah.
Crush Pyramid is a segment me and Annabelle do
Yeah.
where this is our ranking of the hot people. So there's two people on the bottom and one person on the top.
Oh, my listeners are very familiar with objectification of all characters on the show at all times. I think they're equal parts. Maybe Ben is just a little bit
Oh my
up, and then
God.
Jackson and
Crush
Brooke are
Rug.
on the bottom. It's a crush puddle. Yeah.
Crush Puddle. Crush River.
I'd say I'd ask you for yours, but maybe we should get listeners to subscribe to Babes on the
Yeah.
Brink to find
Me.
out.
Yes.
Don't want
Yes.
to spoil.
Well, mine will have to have changed because I kept putting Richard on mine every week until
Aw.
last week. So it's going to be different. It's going to be a little different. And we put Mark on ours, like, and mine's going to be,
Yeah.
well, actually, I feel like mine's not going to be very surprising because it's like the stars of the week, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mm. Head over to Babes on the Brink to find out. So Jackson and
No.
Ben are super tight. These boys,
Mhm.
they really want to see what happens, but they're also a bit like, hang on, if the returnees go, they understand that they are probably then exposed as being the biggest threats because, as we know, everyone else is a passenger.
Oh, God.
Passengers is like hilarious, but sometimes they say it and I'm actually like, oh, ouch.
Yeah. 'Cause this is the funny thing about, because, okay. Because this is something that all these episodes and sort of the discourse online about sort of Jackson's move and
Yeah.
Caleb's move and Brooke's move and all this sort of stuff. It's like, as soon as you've been giving the title of a goat, a passenger, a this,
Mhm.
a that, it's going to be very hard to climb out of that unless you do something. And that is why, like, as this week pans out, everybody's entertaining the idea, but then half the time they
Mhm.
don't commit because that is what's given them that title. And so
Totally.
yeah, like I
And you
think
got to give it to
in
Jackson. Like
reflection though,
he's actually he's
yes,
doing the thing. He's doing the fucking thing. And
yes,
I'm like,
yes,
you go, girl. And I got to say, I had a
yes,
real moment with him this week because I hadn't super connected with him throughout the season, but this week it all kind of fell into place for me. I think because we got his backstory about, the wrestling and like, letting his family down or whatever, and just like being a
mm,
bit of a scrappy underdog. I really connected with that storyline. And then he's also like, come on,
yes,
guys, we're new, we're here. Do you want to like be remembered or do you want to just like be safe? And
yeah.
I'm here for it.
Because it's like, not like, are you gonna win doing what you're currently doing? No. Like,
No.
even if it was a group of passengers, well, guess what? One of you has done more moves than the others, so you're still not gonna
Yeah.
win. Like,
Yeah.
at a certain point, you're gonna have to do something. Something,
Totally. And he
please.
understands the assignment because there's two games. There's the game of Survivor and there's the game of screen time.
Off TV.
And
Yeah.
exactly. And I feel like in any case at this point, however far he gets, whatever, he's coming back. So like,
Yeah.
because he's cemented himself as a like character in the show. Maybe also Caleb
Yeah.
has. Um
Yeah.
and possibly Keely for doing
Yeah.
crafty things. But like anyone else, I'm not really seeing anyone else who'd be asked back, to be honest, because they're not
Yeah.
doing the screen time game.
And they're not giving story.
Mhm.
Like, and do you know what? I think to Jackson's benefit, being a wrestler, there's an inherent sense of storyline that comes with being a professional wrestler that you understand. Like,
Oh,
you're not just,
the
I'm just gonna hop in the
casting,
ring and
yeah,
fight
totally.
someone.
You got it's all it's all talk, it's taunts. It's the casting
Yes.
producers are like perfect. You're a wrestler, you understand showmanship and like
Yes.
conflation and like hyperbole and all of the things that make great
Yes.
television.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah, exactly.
so good.
Yeah, but I think you're bang on the money. It'd be like those three and then a Faith or a
No.
Lottie. Not
Yeah, maybe
really.
Feather, maybe
Or an
Lottie.
Usher.
I think Ben and or Usher as well could come back because
Yeah.
they did
Yeah.
have like memorable bits. I think Ben was trying really hard to have funny jokes and stuff on the show. I forgave him because he's so gorgeous, but to be honest, a lot of them were flop town. Like a lot of it was like
Yeah.
dad.
Come-
Him doing Dr. Evil or
Yes.
whatever. I was like, you're like 20 something. That is such an old man
Yes.
reference.
Old,
Like,
that's a
even
very
I'm
old
not doing that.
reference. Yeah. It's funny because now you pointed it out, it's almost like if we had your pick of returnees, it's like either really boisterous men, like loud men, or really game savvy women. Like there's no in between. It's those are
Yeah, true.
your choices.
Australian Survivor
So
loves that.
they might be all competing. They might be competing for the same spots in the cast, you know. They're not going to have them all on the one cast.
True. So
Imagine.
we get an IKEA Swedish feast as our reward
Yes.
challenge. I
Yes.
died. I loved this tie-in so much because was it last season they did just like some pillows and blankets or whatever, and
Yeah.
now we're
the budget
going full meatball.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The poor previous season got full no budget, no anything rewards. And this is like an
so
upgrade
good.
from that.
It's just like imagine being
Um,
stranded on a desert island and everyone's talking about what they want to have, and someone's like, "Do you know what I really want? Sparkling non-alcoholic pear juice and lingonberry jam and some vegan balls." Like, sorry,
The
bottom of
vegan
my
ones.
list.
Yeah, because you want all the protein. Vegan meatballs, though. Oh,
Imagine the
I don't know.
farts. Yeah, imagine
Hopefully-
the farts around
Yeah,
camp.
and like these people look like they would be just farting everywhere. They just look like a bunch of farters. It was almost all guys, right?
A lot of farting this week. We even had Blanche's game referred to as a fart.
Oh yes, yeah.
So
Yes, it's
maybe
tied
that's why they had to
together.
tie in the meatballs. I don't know.
The sponsorship.
So who wins? We got Jackson, Simon, Caleb, Cameron, and Loz win this one. They go, they tuck in, and this is where we get Simon's big bluff. He's gonna give up his rock, or he's gonna
Yes, it's gonna take an extra
gonna
rock.
take an extra
Oh.
rock. I was like, Diva,
Yeah.
this is actually
It's
so iconic for Simon. For anyone else doing this, we would be like, ugh, because it's Simon, it's so
Yeah.
on brand. Like,
Oh,
this is Cookie Idol
it's
2.0. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, it's funny because it reminds me of a whole bunch of us played our friend Dylan's online game Equilibrium. Like I checked, it was like the middle of last year. And one of the mechanics is that two players get to be in like this players get to be in this isolated room and don't get to play the game. But they're like
7
immune,
minutes in
basically. It's
heaven.
like
I've
an
played that
immunity
game.
island. Basically. Yeah, exactly. And when I played it, I took Simon in the room, and Simon laid out this massive
You're only
plan where
human?
when we both come, yeah, we come out of this room, and then we're both meant to spread all these lies.
Hang on.
blah,
Whoa,
and
whoa,
all
whoa.
this sort
You're
of stuff.
burying the lead, Phil. You and Simon were alone together in a room.
It was like this. We're alone in a room in an online room.
Oh, a virtual room. Oh my
A
God.
chat
I
room.
thought this was in
Virtual
person
room.
and I was about to die.
No,
I thought you dragged
it's an
Simon and me
online
into
game.
a cupboard.
No way. No, it was an online game, and we got sent in a separate like chat room that was virtual, and you could discuss without being a part of the game. And basically, Simon laid out this massive plan where once we exit the room, when we hop into the other chat rooms, we make all these lies and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, Simon, this is too convoluted, and like it doesn't. How are we meant to know that we're even saying the right thing?
Les.
How am I meant to know that I've talked to the right people? Like we can't. I don't want to do this.
You're like,
And I
Simon,
shut
that's
it
not in the
down.
rules. And he's like, doesn't matter, babe. No one cares.
Yeah.
About the rules. Look at
And
me.
it's just
Look at me.
And so watching Simon do this, it's just how he perceives the game. Like he likes
Yeah.
to just like be tricky
I
with
think it's great.
everything and likes to
He's making
instigate things. And so
television. It's great.
but but he's also relying on them to be a little bit like
Well,
dumb
that's
and
why I
not
kind of thought it
really
exactly. But that's kind of
would
smart because
work.
he's there as a returnee, one of four.
Yeah.
So there's not many. And they do have this thing. And he's played multiple times. So he can kind of tell them like, oh guys, like this is how it is. And like I would believe him
Yeah.
because he's done it
Yeah.
before. You haven't done it before. So
Yeah.
you're like, oh, he can tell you. So I kind of thought that was a smart thing to leverage. He just didn't think to the part where it would actually happen. And then he'd have to be like,
Yeah.
and then the host would have to be like, hang on, Simon, what was that?
Yeah, and also now thinking about it, okay, now not to zoom forward a little bit, but it's like if that his plan was to take two rocks, that means basically nobody has to vote on him
Mm.
because he has to be non-immune.
Yeah.
So then even in that case, like, okay, well
Yeah.
then who in your alliance is meant to be set? Like he
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
set
yeah.
it up. Well, I don't think he
Right.
even thought about it, to be honest. Like as
Well,
in
his
that they
other
would follow
plan,
through on it.
his backup plan is to guilt trip everyone by letting everyone know this is my 98th day playing. So
Yeah.
I loved this angle. It was so cute. He literally was just walking around being like, oh, day 98. Am I right, guys? Pretty cool. Got to get that
And
100. Bless.
oh, and do you know what
Adorable.
is so funny about it? Is that if he didn't win immunity, they simply would have voted him.
I was
He won
kind of,
his
I
he
was so
earned
here
his
for
100
that.
days.
If they voted him out on day 99, like that's so fucking iconic. And I was low key hoping for that.
Oh,
But also, we love you, Simon. We're very happy you got your 100. Cameron and Jackson
of
aren't
course.
really buying it even at this point, but they're going along. I got to say again, and this episode's going to be me like blowing smoke up Jackson's ass, but he was really good in this and throughout these episodes at just kind of like letting all the BS wash over him and not reacting. He's just kind of like,
Yeah.
And then in
hmm
confessional, he's like, this is fucking clown is trying to, make shit up. So I think he's playing a
Yeah.
good poker face game. Don't you
Well, it's
reckon?
like Keely as well. Like, yeah, like him and Keely have good. They're playing along with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get really surprised when some of these people say no, or
Mhm.
they go, or
Mhm.
it's like, no, 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 no. Just receive the information. Because this is what kind of stumps the Kaput Alliance, I guess. In the
Yeah.
latter part is that because Simon buys the lie of they're going to
Mhm.
vote for Keely, he gives that to Keely, and then Keely believes she's going to get the votes, which wasn't going to be the case, which is what creates this sort of like
Rift. Yeah.
moment.
No, you're absolutely right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
basically
also,
they need to cast a more critical eye on the information they're
mm,
receiving.
also this week, welcome to the show, Loz. She's torn. She doesn't know whether she should give Simon his 100 days or not. She's very torn about that at this point. But we get the immunity challenge, and it's this insane crossbar with balls thing. This looked so painful.
Scissors.
Scissors. And Gigi's
The
joking at this
scissors.
point. He's like, should we just like give custody of this idol between our two parents, Brooke and Simon? And I'm like, pretty much. Like they're they're really going for it.
Yeah, because how many would they even have left? Like after this last episode, like
Yeah, not
three more
many.
challenges or four more challenges. So they've what at this point they have won the majority of the
Not
challenges, just the
yeah.
two people. That's wild.
I'm kind of here for it though. It's like, fuck yeah, get it. Brooke is out first though on this one, which we're like, oh, so she's not getting
Yeah.
it. Guess it's Simon's. And this was
Yeah,
crazy. It
yeah,
comes down to Simon and Loz, and then fucking
yeah.
Sally is like heckling from the side. I was not about this. This is when I started to turn on our girl Sal. I was like, what are you
Well,
doing?
but wasn't her and Cameron trying to do it to Brooke at the other challenge as well?
Yeah.
This is the funny thing
Annoying
about
Cameron.
yeah, yeah, like this, there's something about this cast that's just really funny. because
Mm.
they like doing annoying things, but
Yeah.
they also hate when people do annoying things. It's
Yeah.
like, if you're all going to be annoying, just all be
They are
annoying.
really
Let's just
annoying.
make it
The
all fun and annoying.
passengers, I'm
But
sorry, the
they,
passengers are annoying. I'm gonna say it. And they are
yeah,
like doing it on purpose or something to try and like
yeah,
piss these people off to like I'm just like, what are you doing? Don't you realize that this real game is get the fans adoration by being cunt and slay and like doing bits for TV? Come on. I don't want to
yes.
see you be
Yeah,
annoying.
because good gameplay and good confessionals, those are the two things that get you the screen time.
Exactly.
But not like heckling, because
Heckling.
also it's bad, but also it's bad
Uh,
sportsmanship.
It is bad sportsmanship. No, I agree. I didn't like it. And then also Loz, like, this is my impression of Loz this week. He's like,
Oh,
I'm gonna make you a deal. You do exactly what I want, and that's the deal. Like, she's not very good at negotiating. She's fucking Trump at this point.
uh,
Like, even at this, she's
but
just like, you drop out, and then I promise I'll like, nah, I just bad negotiating from Loz. And then also later her just all of a
what?
sudden being like, ladies, am I right? Girls Alliance, and it's a bit like, honey, come, Girls Alliance to
Yeah,
do the thing that you want. That doesn't really
yes,
work out.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. It's sort of because I don't know if what they are doing is in response to what sort of is getting done to them, or if they think that this is sort of what you do. Because I do think about it. Oh, actually, now it's sort of clicked in my mind. I do like Sally. She's very
Yeah,
lovely. But
yeah.
Sally, you can't say you're playing a flawless social game and also be
That
heckling people in the
that bit,
challenges.
that bit. When she went, I've played a
Sally!
flawless social game. I was like, honey, this ain't RuPaul's Best Friend race. This is Survivor. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, that was hilarious. Now thinking about it, I'm like, I can't
Yeah,
believe she said that. And then she's like harassing the people in the challenges. I'm gonna
yeah.
point. No, I would point that out to her. She might listen to this and just
We love
find
you,
out I said it.
Sal.
We do love
So yeah,
Sally.
Simon wins, and then this I died when so we had some cringe lines. Simon's like, guys, I'm just out here just trying to get my redemption. Cut to Sally's face, like just oh my God. And then Golden God is like, look, he's got 99 problems, but immunity ain't one. And I was like, uh, which
Li-
bro on the writing team pulled that one
Who
out?
got? Oh yeah, I know. I
GG
wonder
is
if Dave
bringing,
was like,
yeah, he's bringing a lot of bro energy to this show that we didn't like. JLP had dad energy, but this I feel like now we've got
yes,
bro, which I don't know how I
yes.
feel about it yet. I'm comfortable, but I'm also a bit uncomfortable.
I think it's like a combination of his peers are out there, and like I know from when I was out there, like production really like Dave. So I can imagine the culture's very different around him being host versus Jonathan.
Yeah,
So they probably like, this is fun.
yeah,
Like they
woo,
probably have more fun with it. Yeah, Dave is probably more in on it than I doubt Jonathan would
yeah,
probably, if Jonathan would probably like, that's lame. I'm not gonna say that.
yeah, yeah.
I'll just
Um,
improv
we
something
got to
else.
get to this tribal. Team Kaput are no longer
Yes.
Kaput. Keely tells us they believe they've rallied the numbers for Ben all of a sudden. But Keely's backup plan is to whip out the idols and play a little game of idol roulette with everyone. Caleb tells Loz and Cam he's not doing Ben. He's like, why would I leave a majority? I'm not a fucking idiot. And this is when I was like, that's why you guys are the passengers.
Hmm.
So it's the
Yeah.
tribal in the pouring rain. Keely's shivering. She's like, oh,
Oh
and then
yeah, they have the
Keely
blanket
and Brooke get
across
out
the
of the
room.
blanket. But it's the blanket so they
I
can
think,
rustle the idols
yeah.
underneath. Is Whisper City. Also, we need to discuss this look. Someone was it Cameron wearing Sally's jumper?
Yeah.
And it's this like rhinestone pink velour thing.
Yeah. Basically a Juicy Couture hoodie he's
Juicy.
wearing.
Yep,
Mhm.
absolutely.
But and that was the tell that Cameron wasn't with them. It's like he's wearing somebody else's clothes.
So much is communicated through wearing other people's clothing on this season, in a way that I feel like
Yes.
we can't understand
Mm,
because we weren't there, but they're trying to
yeah.
let us in on it. Brooke
Yeah.
whips out the fake idol and Blanche is like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Um, and then yeah, it's all on. But Jackson, credit to him, whispers to Ben, "I think it's fake. Let's call their bluff." Um,
Mhm.
Cam's like, "This is nuts. It's macadamia. It's peanuts. It's nuts." And then Jackson is, I've got to say, so Cam's accent, it's like somewhere between
Yeah.
like Ali G and like Fat Pizza. Like, what's going on, mate?
Yeah. Well, he's
Oh no, I
English.
know, I know. He's got like
Yeah.
Dizzy Rascal, like English bro kind of vibes, but then it every now and then it slips into like fully sick. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
It must be the Australian isms
Yeah,
like wearing off.
he's picked up
Yeah.
a little bit. It's like somewhere in between. Because his family, when we meet his family later, they're like full English accents. And I was like, oh, this makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
But he's kind of like
Yes.
picked up on a bit of a like suburban Sydney accent or something. I'm loving it.
Yeah. I'll ask him. Where did you get your accent?
Yeah, where'd you love your accent? Where did you get it? Oh my God. But yeah, ouch. Simon asks the boys, where do you want me to vote? And I feel like at this point, all he really cared about was 100 days. No?
Yeah. Well, we had immunity at that point, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So he's
But
like,
I think,
I don't even need to be at this tribal.
and do you know what? Brooke did the exact same thing to him back, but she
She
got
did,
it.
but she
So
got him out. You're
they
so
were
right.
doing the same thing. Yeah.
You're right. So they vote. Keely plays the real idol for Brooke, which was
Mhm.
correct.
Amazing.
So amazing. The book votes don't count, and then there's a few blanches, and we see you later to Blanche with the bolt-ons. Bye, girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what is so funny? Because
When she
everybody's so
went, give
critical of
me an
Jackson.
espresso martini stat on her way out.
No. And then she did a cartwheel. No, I wish she did a cartwheel and a high kick out. Why didn't she do the splits? Or when she come out in her new outfit, done a whoocha, like, why didn't she? That was my highlight of Blanche's
I
time
thought
on the
it
show
was
when she kicked in the air.
no, my highlight is her going, get me a fucking espresso martini. I was like, bring back Jerusalem.
Yes, diva.
Just do that.
Um, um, sorry, I was gonna say that's the one thing about all this Jackson stuff
Yeah.
about people being like, why did he do this? He had already well and truly proven that he was willing to vote out people in his own alliance
Mm.
at the tribal council previously to save himself.
Yeah,
So I don't think any of
exactly.
this week should be surprising to anyone.
I agree. And also, that's why I'm kind of like living for, like, as a viewer, like Jackson is giving us
Mm,
unpredictable things and he's not afraid to do a bit of flip flopping, which like you actually have to
mm.
do to stay in the game.
Yeah,
You can't just be like, oh,
yeah.
cool, I'm going to set and forget with these four people and we'll just go to the end. It's like, when does that ever work? Like, do you know what I mean? Also, we don't
And
want that to
and
work.
no, and also like I tweeted this out. Everybody's resistance to like play around with the numbers, especially at this point. Now,
Mhm.
obviously, it's such small numbers they have to, but it's like their resistance to sort of keep everything fluid has had fortified the three people to
Mm.
really be a united front against whatever they're doing, and that's bad gameplay. You're meant to
Yeah,
keep everything a bit loose, so then
true, true.
plans can just sort of like, what?
I agree. Yeah,
You
and then
know?
there's less guilt associated with the flipping or whatever because
Yeah.
everyone's kind of doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, social
Yeah.
license to do it. Episode 17 is called Wimp, and Big Boy Simon gets his day 100. We start with a celebration of Simon. We get some epic flashbacks to Simon 1.0, who you know very well.
Well, do you know what? I wanted to tweet something where I was like, every time they show the buggies, the thing is, Simon was not driving the buggies. Brains were driving the buggies. So that is effectively my cameo. Excuse
Yeah.
the show. Um,
We
We
got
got
we learn
Wayne cameos, Georgia
yes,
cameos.
yes.
I
We
loved
learn
it.
about
Mitch
Simon
cameos.
1.0, Simon 2.0, and now Simon 3.0. He's just kind of talking to himself and sitting by himself. It's kind of amazing. Uh, Keely and Brooke are living for their performance last night. The girls pulled it off, and I got to say, yep, snaps to them
They
for
did.
that. But they're like, Ben has 9 lives. We got to get him out of here, says Keely, which I think is correct. Like, he's definitely threat city at this point because he's so bloody
Mm,
charming. You wouldn't want to be sitting next to him at the end,
yeah,
would you?
yeah. And he's
Uh,
with
yeah.
his humor, he's very disarming.
Yes. Yes, yes. That smile as well. It's just like, whoo, whoo, whoo.
Hmm.
Ben tells he drops the facade for a second, and this is the fact that this made it into the edit. I was like, well, Ben's going home, because he's like, you know what? I put on this big strong facade, but I'm actually a softie and I'm my own biggest critic. And I was like, oh, vulnerability moment. She's getting voted out.
Okay, doing the makeup mirror and Drag Race. Oh, what's your sad moment?
Yeah, well, never really had a good relationship with my dad. Oh, groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Being a gay child was really difficult. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Me too. Oh my God. Oh, let's hug it out. Okay, show everyone. We can
so
own
good.
everyone.
Oh my God. So he knows everyone's coming for him. Um, yeah, and so Simon, please to take this is the beginning of Simon nagging Jackson like a annoying mother. Jackson describes it as he's like, you won't fucking leave me alone. He's like, you should use me as a shield, Jackson. Which is like a good pitch, but I think the way he went about it, like obviously was like a little bit insufferable.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's one thing that Simon keeps running into every time he plays is that he hasn't mastered tone.
Hmm.
So like he might be saying the right things, but he might be saying it in a way that the other person feels like,
Yeah.
well, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
um,
yeah.
because he's doing the right thing, like he's
Yeah, oh,
pitching the right
totally.
concept,
And you got to give it
but
to him. At least
it
he's
just
trying
always comes
stuff.
across.
Yeah, he's trying lots of
Yeah,
different stuff. And he's using his like wisdom as a returnee as a thing. He keeps saying to Jackson, "This is the sliding doors moment. Ex-players always get eaten up over this stuff, you know." And Jackson's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want to clean my room, mum." Basically,
yeah,
we get this immunity challenge with more balls. This time it's
yes.
wobbly balls on the Tree of Redemption shaped puzzle. It's wobbly week. And
Yes.
this was frustrating. I couldn't even watch this. I was frustrated. So them actually doing
Oh,
it was wild.
yeah.
But bloody Simon, he
Hmm.
almost almost loses it all, but then brings it back. Very well edited challenge, and he wins
Yeah, there you
once
go.
again,
Yeah, good for him. Good
saving
for him.
him a few more days in the game. And yes, our girl Sally is just like, fuck this guy.
Bleh. Yeah, literally. That's
I
where
was
her
Sally
meme
when
face
she
comes
went,
from.
yeah. She literally did like a spew face, and I was like, Je suis Sally.
Yeah.
Uh, Back at camp, Ben wants a 3-3 split on Brooke and Keely. And he's like, I'm going to tell Simon last minute at Tribal, like I always do. So they've got Simon like as their little puppy dog at this point, which I thought was interesting.
Well, it's so funny because I was thinking again, sorry, I was thinking about
Mm.
everybody complaining about it, Jackson all morning. But they were all in an alliance at one point in time.
Yeah,
Those three, Brooke and Loz. Like, people keep forgetting that Jackson had any relationship with this
with
other
this group.
crew at
Yeah.
all. Keely obviously is the outlier. But
Mhm,
like
mhm.
they clearly have some sort of rapport with him. Except Simon and Brooke were such big threats that clearly in that structure they were like, well, they're the other people.
Yep,
And
yep,
so
yep.
Simon sort of trying to pitch his spot to them. They're like, yeah, we already know we're gonna get rid of you at
Mhm.
some point. Like, stop harassing us. Um, yeah.
Yeah, Ben, credit to Ben. He says, "Look, I want Brooke on, but also I want to have some fun." So he heads to Kaput Beach for a little chat, and he's like, "Hey guys, hey Kaputies." He's like, "How do you guys feel about Cameron? It's pretty annoying, yeah." Uh, and they're all like, "Yeah, cool." And Brooke's like, "Sounds great, love that." And then he walks away, and she's like, "I don't believe anything that guy just said." I feel like this is a big thing on Survivor, right? Just like so many conversations like this happen where it's just like such bullshit, and you just have to be like onto it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Well, I didn't have very many of those, did I? If only I was working in the stand up at tribal era, I would have taken everyone aside at the first tribal
Oh my
council, stole
God,
what they wanted.
you wouldn't have even sat down. You would have walked in and been like,
Yeah, I would have stood
hold
up.
my torch, JLP.
Yeah. Oh my God. But yeah, but playing, do you know what? Playing all these like Blood on the Clock Tower, blah blah blah, all these other little social
Yeah,
strategy games with the other survivors. Yeah, it's all it is, isn't it? It's just
yeah.
like, and so we're
Talking
gonna do
shit.
this. Okay. Talk to another
And
person.
then
Oh, we're gonna
we're
do
gonna
this.
do this. Yeah, yeah,
That's why I was saying it's weird when they say no. You're
yeah.
like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because now they know that you're against it and that they can navigate around that. But if you keep
Yeah,
all your cards close to the chest, whatever
exactly.
information they're giving you, whether or not it's right, it yeah, at least
I
you know what they
know.
want you to think they want you to do.
And I think Dr. Evil, aka Ben,
Yeah.
forgot that Brooke is a veteran of this game. She knows what's up. You can't just do one bluffy chat and be like, oh, tricked her. I think that's what yeah, was his undoing at this tribal. Where we say goodbye to Ben.
Yeah. Well, it's
Because
so funny
Jax
because
mm.
I'm Jackson flipped.
Yeah, Jackson flips.
I
He's Natalie
noticed a
Imbruglia
lot.
Torn, and he does it. Mm.
Yeah. Because I noticed a lot of people in these episodes went and did their bluffy thing, then came back and said they're convinced.
Mm, mm, mm. Like,
Okay.
were they?
um, were they? I don't know. Sorry. Yes, at the tribal, Jackson flips.
Yeah,
Which I
great one.
thought was perfectly fine.
It was
Fine of
great.
the move.
This
Caleb
was, I
Caleb
was
literally did it
fully
last
erect.
week.
Yeah, I was like, that's the thing. Caleb does it, and they're all like, haha, dirty little rascal. And then Jackson does it, and they are like genuinely pissed. I guess now, because we end up in this situation at episode 18 on the rocks, where Cameron tells us there is a 4-4 concrete split. And it looks like we're going to rocks, baby.
Because
Rocks.
it's so funny because everybody's like, oh, he shouldn't have voted out Ben. He should have stayed with others. Okay, let's say they vote out Brooke. Who was the other
Mm.
person split? Brooke? Yeah, because someone
Yeah.
had immunity. Okay, let's say it was
Yeah, it was
Brooke.
3 Brooks, 3
Brooke went home.
Keelys, 3 Bens, and then an
Yeah,
extra Ben. Yeah.
an extra Ben. So let's say Brooke goes home. So it's Simon and Keely on one side and everyone else. Okay, well, if you look at the passengers, the only people that realistically Jackson could be working with, he's not working with Caleb
Mm.
because Caleb hates him. He barely works with Sally because they weren't even on the same tribe until now. Cameron wants to vote him out multiple times. He wanted to vote him out since the very beginning.
Mm, mm.
Loz is the
Yeah.
only other person that they were in an alliance with. Like,
Yeah.
there's actually no one on the other
No
side
options. Yeah.
that is really wanting to work with him, and
The
everybody's acting
passengers
like
are
he ditched like
passenging.
the
Mm.
loyalist group ever. It's crazy. People keep a very short-term memory with this show.
This is
We're watching it.
This was very frustrating as well because the passengers, their whole thing is they're like, no one's ever gone to rocks. We're making history, baby. I'm like, that's not the big move we want to see, you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't want.
look,
I
I was kind of here for it. Don't get me wrong. I was curious to see what was going to happen. They kept us on our toes this whole episode. It was a very, very well constructed episode because you were like, will they, won't they? Are we getting rocks? Are we not? But I'm actually low key glad it didn't happen because I don't know, it's not exciting. Chance.
no, no, because I was scared. What I was scared that was going to happen was that because basically the same thing, but instead of Simon getting
Mm.
votes, that Keely was going to get votes because then they're like, huh, and then we're going to
Yeah.
save Keely and then blah, blah, blah. But Simon still ended up being the vote anyway, even if
Hmm.
they were. I do find it crazy that they really committed to the Simon thing because
Hmm.
if it was a draw, Simon's immune. Like, that's crazy. So I thought this
Yep.
might have been a bit of a Keely might have gotten voted out, but she didn't. So I was a bit like,
No.
phew.
Yeah. But first we get this reward challenge. Gigi's got the guns out, like fully out in this
Yeah,
little
singlet, singlet.
singlet. I
Oh.
was like, thank you. This looked
Mhm.
hard. It was transporting discs in pairs, and it was for an afternoon at the Survivor Cinema, and I think everyone knew what that meant straight from the get-go. So this was so crazy to me. I had to like rewatch this because I was like, hang on, what did I just miss? That when Simon and Cameron win, and then they're like, cool, we get to pick a person each. Let's do the mums, yeah? Because it's gonna be messages from home. And then Simon can't help himself with the bluffing, can he? Like, even in this moment, he's like, yeah, and you, Jackson. And Cameron's like, excuse me? Like, it's not even an
Yeah,
important thing to lie about, and you've just done it. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a weird move.
I don't know. Simon's mind.
Yeah,
Simon's mind.
whatever's going on in that beautiful head, we'll
Big
never
brain
know.
energy.
Yes. So yeah, Cameron picks Brooke and then Simon picks Jackson. And he's like, what? Thought we were doing families. But Simon's more interested in keeping Jackson around, plus he kind of owes him
Yes.
one. Fuck. But anyway,
Yeah.
so at the
Yeah. I
reward,
think socially it was good.
yeah, socially it was good. But just why say, let's do the mums? Was that to
Oh, that
trick
bad part,
Cameron?
that part was
I was
bad.
like,
That
what?
part
Was
was
it to
bad.
trick Cameron into choosing Brooke? Maybe. So he
I
got
don't
his way. I
know.
don't, it could have been that. Let us know, Simon. At the reward, there was a big jar of candy, and I was like, idol. But no, it was in the couch. But mm,
Which is funny. Oh,
yeah, but
sorry, go.
I was just gonna say we first get a battle of the cutest child between
Yeah.
Brooke's incredibly cute daughter and Simon's equally cute daughter. I was like, this is very cute. Both new
It is very
parents.
cute. Yeah.
Particularly for Brooke, she tells us she hasn't spent like more than 5 hours away from her kid, and then like this is day 38 or something. So
Yeah.
yeah, that felt very real. And Lucky Brooke finds an idol, well, half an idol, in the couch.
Yeah. Yes.
Idol
And
magnet.
do you know what? Yeah, she doesn't need to reveal to anybody that she has a half idol.
Well, that was good.
That's
That
the
was the best
benefit. That's
part
the,
because Cameron clocks it, but he doesn't know that it's half, which is helpful.
yeah. Yeah. So
Uh, yeah, back at camp, Loz and Caleb are like, let's be a DL power couple. And I'm like, sure, but you're already like in an alliance together, so it's not that DL, but whatever.
yeah. Yeah.
And then we get the ladies. This is Loz being like, come on, girls, and the redbacks is born. And I was like, it's not a fun, fabulous girls' alliance if you're literally just like, and we'll do it and we'll get out Simon, who's not on my alliance. I was kind of like, that's boring, Diva.
Yeah, yeah. So you know the you two women who are in a three-person alliance for the longest time with this one guy, why don't you join my alliance and vote out the one guy that's in your alliance?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll do that. That sounds great. I want to be an alliance of two. Love that for me.
DL power couples
Especially,
all
and do you know
around.
what's and it's and do you know what it's really funny? It's like she was pitching it to like two people who have very much proven that their reads are good.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's like you need to play a trickier game with Brooke and Keely than just pitching like the concepts of alliances.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
need plans. These are plans. These are plan
Plums.
divas. They're not we vote together. Okay. And what
Okay.
happens after that?
How fun. Yeah. This immunity challenge is even wobblier than the last one, if that's possible. And it's seesaw. This was
Yes.
crazy. Stacking like
Yeah.
9 skinny little blocks on this wobbly seesaw. I was watching
Yeah.
this. I'm like, how is anyone going to complete this?
Yeah. Do you know? Well, it's because I think the part was like when everybody first hopped on and they're just going donk, donk, donk. And I was like, how are any of them gonna like figure
Is the
out how to get the
cameras
balance
tilting?
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine
They're actually
that.
standing
Nobody's
still.
actually. Yeah. They're like, whoa, this challenge is so hard.
Well, because I was like, even
Yes,
standing still, that's hard. But then chucking the wobble, yeah,
yeah. Well,
crazy.
maybe. Do you know what? Maybe Brooke's daughter has blocks, and she's been practicing. What
That.
she's playing something else, and Brooke is just watching her, and she's like, "Du, du, 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 du."
Hmm.
Simon too. Simon was good at it. Loz was good at it. See, all the parents good at stacking blocks.
There you go. Block
There's
stacking,
the
block
tell.
time. Well, all the challenges, as we know, are always just between Brooke and Simon. So it was a 50-50 shot at
Yeah,
winning.
50-50
And
shot.
Brooke took this one out thanks to block time with child. And back at camp, Cameron is still fucking going on about rocks. He's rocking and rolling. Let the rock puns commence.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This
I
was,
love
yeah.
the segment of them doing their bits.
Oh,
Oh
I'll
yeah.
take
I
that
can't
on the
remember.
rocks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. And then we get Simon's internal dilemma about, hang on, remember I made that crazy promise that's not even possible about the rocks. And then this is when he tells us that only him and the Golden God know that this is actually not allowed in the rules.
Yeah.
So, question for you,
Yeah.
is there like not just like the rule book lying around camp or something? Could not have
I'm
someone
pretty sure you can just
checked?
ask a producer. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure you can just ask a producer.
like what's
Because you
going
get the
on?
rule book at the very beginning, but I don't
It's like an
think it's on
Apple
like it's just like
like terms
that.
and conditions. Everyone's like, yeah, I read it.
Yeah.
Except,
Basically, yeah. It's like a physical pamphlet, but everyone just grabs the last page and goes, "Yep, I get it." Um,
sounds
but
good.
yeah, no, they would have surely. But I don't know, because when Dave later on asked Simon what the hell he's talking about, Simon could have just said, "I'm gonna take 2 rocks." And if Dave
Yeah.
is like, "Nah," then do you know what? It eliminates this whole
I'm kind of
facade. But
I'm
Simon
kind of mad
might.
we didn't get to see it. Imagine the music that they would have had to choose to put under that. Like it would have been doop de doop de doop, like bop bop bop, like full Flop Tana soundtrack.
Oh, they basically already did that. They were
Yeah,
like,
it's
when Simon
Simon's
kept
theme.
stumbling over his words, yeah, when they already started,
Or
Simon's like,
look,
and
in
I,
this game,
yeah, yeah, in this game, you
it
take
was
risks
it was
on
Anthony
some
Albanese
tribals.
addressing the nation. It was words that
Yeah,
meant very little at tribal.
yeah, it was all the same night.
It, yeah, wow. Big night for talking shit. I loved it though. It was actually great. Like GG being like, "Oh, so Simon, what's this about rocks, mate?" Like him full trolling. I thought it was
Yeah,
great. So could we clarify
yeah,
that?
no. Well, that's why because Dave in I think Dave and the producers intentionally made Dave not be like, hey, like I'm
Yeah.
planning to take 2 rocks, you can't do that. Because I think they wanted to see what Simon had said. If Simon had sort of actually been like, I decide I'm going to take 2 rocks, I actually don't think the producers would have stopped. Like, because he wasn't asking Dave for clarification.
No.
But that being said, when it would have come to the rock pool, Dave would have been like, nah, that's not
Yeah,
allowed. Which would have
that
been
would
a
have been
fun
fun.
moment.
I think they were definitely keeping it up their sleeve for that moment because they could have totally
Yeah.
outed him earlier for that not
Yeah.
being a thing.
Yeah.
But Brooke, Sly Brooke, which
Mm.
I don't know. Do we think this is a good move for Brooke? Like I loved it. But I was genuinely pretty shocked.
I think so. I was thinking about this as well earlier. At this point, she's taking out her closest immunity threat, but she's
Mhm.
also now been proposed by Loz and Cameron to be working with her. So I
Mm.
think in her mind, she has some ins with other people and she can rearrange a different alliance. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was thinking in that way. Like, okay, Loz wanted an all-girls thing, that's a 4 out of 7. And Cameron wants me as well, or me and Cameron now have this weird idol thing. If it's me, Keely, Loz, and Cameron, because also Loz and Cameron are the duo of that group
Mhm.
from remaining
Yeah.
times. So, like, I think Brooke can foresee a 4 of some sort of combination of any of these people. I don't think she's thinking, no, I'm number 1 of 2, like whatever.
Mm-mm-mm.
I think she's thinking that there's a majority in there for her somewhere. So I think it's
We
fine.
shall
Well,
find
I think it's
out.
fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And next week, from now on, is it just twice a week? I can't remember when that happens. I feel like there's not many people
Well,
left.
it's I'm pretty sure they're filming the finale next Friday.
Yes.
So I
So tell
think
me, are you going to this live finale?
I haven't bought tickets to
Mm,
Sydney, but I am.
start.
Eliza put me as one of her friends and family.
Oh,
So thank you, Eliza.
thank you, Eliza. That's so stunned. Yeah, I'm super gel. That's going to be really fun. And I'm glad they're doing this
Yeah.
again. It's a good idea, I think.
Oh, like our well, it was COVID, but like our season was like the time when they stopped doing.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we didn't
We're
even get
back.
that. Yeah, so yeah, no, I think it'll be cute. And especially,
Yeah,
do you know what? I'll be happy to go to this season's reunion. This season was actually
it was great.
good,
I love we're like it's
and
over already.
I feel
It was great. Loved it.
yeah,
They
it
were
was
all
a great
excellent.
season.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. We'll
I
see you next season.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see you next. Yeah, the finale. Yeah, yeah. It's
Congratulations
done.
to
So
Brooke.
Brooke
No.
won.
Yeah, yeah.
Keely won. Keely won. She won unanimously. Yeah,
I'm
good
so on
job,
her team though.
Keely.
Like for me at this moment, it's Brooke and Keely. They're my girlies. I'm going for them so hard. Are you
Yeah,
on board or are you
yeah.
team passenger?
I'm okay. I'm team passenger. Okay, I would say out of the people remaining, okay, because obviously I have Survivor alumni bias. So
Yeah.
there are some people I've met and that endears me to them. The only people I haven't communicated with at all out of this remaining group are Loz and Jackson.
Hmm.
Um, Caleb lives here. Cameron lives here. I met Keely. Brooke lives here. But I would say yes, pro Keely. She's my favorite newbie out of everyone.
Big time.
She just reminds you.
She ate.
I say this every time. She reminds me of Annabelle. She reminds me of Annabelle so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Uh, just very
With a little bit more
astute.
chill.
Yeah, chill Annabelle. I think the established chiller Annabelle,
But yeah, but she's one
she
of the
reminds me of
girls.
Annabelle so much.
Yeah,
Yes,
for sure.
so yeah, she's in a close alliance with Mark. That's core Karen Annabelle. Like
Hmm.
it's core those divas behavior.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pro Keely. I'm pro everyone to be honest. Like everybody
Oh,
seems pretty like fine, but I'm
yeah.
mostly Keely.
Yeah.
I'd say newbie. If I had one choice of one newbie, it'd be Keely.
Big killing. Sweet.
That's my pick.
Well, Phil, thank you so much for joining me this week. What a fun
No.
bunch of galas to talk about and have
Thank
fun
you.
at the finale. And make sure you all
Thank
go
you.
listen to Babes on the Brink.
Conclave, we changed it.
Oh,
There's
fuck.
babes in the
Sorry.
conclave now.
Sorry. I'll just
No,
call it
it's all
Babes
right.
then.
Well, yeah.
That's right. You
Well, yeah. I need to
rebranded.
update our club.
Babes.
Good reminder of me having to finish updating our cover image. Because yeah, because we realized by not mentioning any sort of traders in the title, we weren't getting any traction. So we had to rebrand.
It's
We
a
had to
Traders
rebrand.
podcast. All right, doll. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
See ya. Bye.